enjoy working, and I enjoy camping and four-wheel driving and fishing and gym.
Gee, there's a lot
and
there.
music, and I play my saxophone and violin, and I love that too. So there's lots of things.
Well, that's nice. Now, Emma, one thing is we're all interested to know how you chose physio to be a profession.
Well, I had a lot of problems as a child myself, moving around and stuff, so physio was what got me up and going and walking. But then I just liked the idea of helping people, and I always wanted to work in health, and physio seemed like an appropriate course, and I don't really know what else I would do other than physio.
That's pretty nice, pretty dedicated.
Yeah. Well, like we have all our placements and stuff, but a lot of it we do in the public system, so we don't really have much experience working in private practice and just having no idea what we're doing and how to react to different cases and how people, like different people as well, like some people react different to others, and also time. And a lot of places are quite rushed with their sessions. I feel like that there's nothing time to do and just not being organised. There's a lot of things. It was just really scary. Just felt like I had no idea what I was doing. Well, I got my job 6 months before I graduated, so I was pretty lucky with that. I just started looking at doing internet searches and stuff. Mainly just looked around Queensland and started in Mackay. And ended in Mackay.
One of the
I guess somewhere that I knew wasn't on the go all the time, like somewhere that was prepared to take on a new grad and treat me as a new grad, knowing that it was my first job and that I needed to be eased into it and not forced to do all this stuff. And I guess I liked that this was a new business, so it's still growing and it's small, so I like that we all work together on everything. Just, all the opportunities that came with it as well. Ooh, it was a change, definitely coming from uni, going to class a few hours a day, and then having that big 3-month holiday where I did not much, and then going to working full time, and just learning all this new stuff. Like the amount of stuff that we learned in the first few weeks was crazy, but because we eased into it, it was, I think after the first few weeks, to get the hang of it pretty quickly.
Good. And were you given enough time to learn and grow at that time, or was it rushed onto you? How did you feel?
Well, we each had our own say when we felt ready to start doing a bit more, so we definitely had enough time, yes.
That's good.
I guess it's nice having that mentoring because you have the chance to ask any questions that you do have, and then you've got you just get the chance to learn from others as well. So having that set time each week where you get to learn new things, and it's just a good learning experience.
How was the mentoring when you started? How many hours a week did you get mentored?
A lot.
A lot.
It was mainly mentoring when we first started because we had to learn everything pretty much.
So in a week of 38 hours that you worked, how many hours of mentoring?
I think I didn't have my first client until the Thursday or something, so it would have been the first few days were pretty much full on. And then as we started seeing more clients, it was a bit less and less.
But did you find that you had regular mentoring, or was it haphazard, or did you feel like you were supported through the...
Oh yeah, we definitely had good support to get through it.
And now how many hours a week do you have mentoring?
So at the moment we've got an hour a week, but you know that's not all set though. Like if we catch each other outside of, neither of us have clients or anything, we always go through stuff.
One of the things, Emma, you mentioned is when you went through the start of your mentoring, you said, and we got you to document all the CPD and the mentoring you're going through. It was a massive load. Do you recollect how much CPD learning you've had in this 1 year compared to how much was required by APA?
I think 20 hours are required, and you know if we spent 30 hours in the first week, then obviously a lot more than what we need to do. But I don't think there's any limit on what we can do because obviously the more learning you have, the better.
You were not, when you signed up in Spider Sports, you didn't know about the Ridgway Method a lot,
No,
and you were pushed to the deep end. As a new grad, how did you find Ridgway Method compared to what you were taught in uni?
Ooh. Changes everything pretty much. Like there's no recipe treatment for anyone. Like you need to treat everybody as an individual and find out what's causing their problem. Don't make any assumptions, and it makes it a lot easier too because you've got the same process for everyone and you're able to get them the best results.
That's good. And the treatment, is it the same for the same low back pain? Do you think the treatments are the same?
The actual, like the techniques that you learn in uni are relevant. We do use them, but we just make sure that we're using them at the right time and place, right area that needs to be worked on.
And what do you think your success rate was at uni compared to the satisfaction you're seeing with using and applying the Ridgway Method?
Well, I guess at uni, like, you'd always be prepared for if someone came back better, if someone came back the same, or if someone came back worse. Whereas with the Ridgway Method, if they're not coming back better, then you're disappointed and you're wondering what's gone wrong. Like, you expect everyone to be getting, to be getting better, and if they're not getting better, then you know that something else is going on.
There's an interesting question that pops up. What would you have thought your success rate in treating clients fully and getting them 100% better was in uni and compared to now?
Well, it's hard in uni because we only had those short blocks, so you don't really have a lot of closure with what you're doing because you don't get to follow clients through their whole path of recovery. So it's hard to say. But in terms of like the weekly progress, it definitely wasn't as successful as what Ridgway is.
Okay. And what has this done for you in your career? What do you think?
It's made it a lot less stressful for me and opened up a lot of options as to where I can go in further training in terms of what hours I want to work and everything, and it's good.
Sit. For that.
It's good. It's nice. It didn't feel like it was forced, like I didn't feel scared about it or anything because I feel that people are getting good quality treatment, so there's no reason why they shouldn't be paying for it because we put in a lot of time and effort for that.
Now,
well, I guess it just gives you what sort of options that you can go to, like what sort of paths, because there's no one will follow the exact same path. There's many different things that you can do, and it just gives you a bit of direction of, because you don't just want to be working forever doing the same thing. You always want to have stuff to work towards, so it just gives you a bit of an idea of what you can work towards and starting to do that.
and how about the financial planning you do?
It's nice. It's nice if you have goals and certain things that you want to be able to do with your life and how hard you need to work to get towards it. Like, it's possible. It just gives you a bit of motivation to know that if you are working hard, that it will pay off. Let you be able to do the things that you want to do.
That's true. That's true. Let's talk about Sports Physio and the team culture since you've started. Obviously, the team started as a small team, but now it's expanding.
Yeah.
Are you scared? Are you excited?
Not scared. It's nice because we are a small team, so we're all involved in a lot of the decision making and stuff, and we do make sure that everyone fits in well here. So it's nice to know that we're not just going to be having people come in that aren't right for us, because obviously we all have to work together, and it's important for us to be a team. And so yeah, it's exciting that we'll be growing.
So, if you have to sum what the culture of Spartan Sports Physio is, what would you say?
I think we're all quite passionate about what we do, and I don't know, we're all friendly, and it's a very happy vibe here. Like, you know, obviously we take our jobs seriously, but we don't take ourselves seriously. Like, we have fun. We are all very caring. Yeah, we're just like a family.
You're a family. Oh,
We're a
that's fun.
family, yeah.
That's awesome. Awesome. The values that Spartan Sports puts forward.
Yeah.
What do you think? How are they? What do you think about them?
So we've got 4 values. So be respectful,
Yeah.
be remarkable, think big, act small, and always find a better way. So they're just 4 ways of us to think about how we're acting around the clinic and how we're providing clients with the treatment. So we want to be the best that we can be and give them a reason for them to want to come back and be good at what we do. And, yeah.
That's good. Last, asking you about a few things. It's going to be an interesting question. Where do you think, the way you're growing with the team, where do you think the team's going to be in 5 years' time?
No, it's like from being here a year, things have changed massively already. We're all kind of involved in what happens, and we help each other out through the way. So I guess it would be nice to see it a little bit bigger, but at the same time, it would be nice that we're still our close little family and stuff. And I don't know, I guess, having effective systems and being able to work in a way that just comes naturally and with it.
Talk about effective systems. What do you think about the systems at Spartan Sports Physio? How have they made you independent so that you can run your thing without being questioned and without being judged upon and told what to do?
Well, they're all in place for a reason, so it just gives you a way to be consistent with every client and know that you're doing what's right for them and not missing anything, and no assumptions, and it's just showing them that we go one step better and we'll put in that extra effort and show that we care about them. Yeah, if everyone follows the same steps, then we're all on the same page and it makes us easier to work together.
Oh, that's perfect. Emma, one thing is you've been working for a year, and Yusuf has been working for probably 14 years. What has the Ridgway Method given you in terms of your own development that you feel like you can stand up and be the best you can?
I guess it's made me be more open to different situations. I mean, like obviously Ridgway is a little bit different to what people are used to, so it's increased my confidence in actual client handling like communication and everything, and not assuming that there's one treatment for every condition. Like everyone's different. There's all different causes, and it's so it's made. I think it's fast tracked my learning a lot. I'm still learning though. It never stops, but yeah, I'm definitely glad that I've started off this way. Do it. No, I couldn't think of any reason not to join us. Like in terms of we have support and we're all a team, so everyone's there for each other. You get as much learning as possible. You get to do the Ridgway Method, which is probably the best. I feel it's the best way to practice physio, and yeah, it's good.
Well, thank you so much. I mean, this is wonderful having a chat, and it's interesting how the journey goes.